Well, SalineRiverChronicle.com wants to welcome Coach Leon Harris, the head coach of the Warren Lady Jack
Yes, sir.
basketball team. Coach, very nice to have you stop by and visit with us and introduce yourself to us. And
Thank you guys for having me.
We've seen you in action. I think maybe one game already
Okay,
as far
all
as
right.
being at the game, but
Yes, sir.
did want to talk to you a few minutes. Where are you from originally? Give me a little of your background.
Well, I'm originally from Wabasca, Arkansas. A little small community between Pine Bluff and Stuttgart. That's where I went to high school at. I played down there for Alza V. Thomas, the great late Alza V. Thomas, who's a high school basketball Hall of Fame coach who passed away several years ago. So I'm from that area.
Okay, and now what about your educational background? Where'd you?
Well, again, like I say, I graduated from Wabasca way back in the day, 1988, way back in the day. And then when I left there, I went to Mississippi County Community College in Blytheville, played 2 years of basketball there. Then I transferred to Philander Smith College in Little Rock. And after that, I completed my 2 years over there and just been in the workforce. I actually had a different path. I started working for the Arkansas Department of Correction for a little bit, and then I went on to work for Union Pacific Railroad for a little bit. But my passion and my love were always with kids and basketball, so that for some reason I did this turn and I came back to basketball. So now I'm here now.
Did you coach anywhere else before you came to Warren?
Oh, yes. Well, I actually did AAU basketball for a while, and then I was the head coach of the All-Towner for 4 years, and we were fortunate enough to win a couple of state championships over there, 03 and 04 back-to-back. After that, I wanted to try to find my way to college, started coaching a little college basketball, went over to North Dakota. North Dakota now, from Arkansas.
Yeah, I
so
understand.
that's how bad I wanted to try my hands at college basketball. So I went to a town called Devils Lake, North Dakota. It's reported to be the coldest place in the United States. And I went over there for a year. And Coach Rick McCormick was the head coach at Arkansas Tech. He had heard about me and he gave me a call. And so I came back to Arkansas and I was associate head coach at Arkansas Tech University. Okay. Did that for 2 years. And a friend of mine had got the head coaching job over at Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee. So I went over there with him for 3 years, and things didn't work out for us over there. When a head coach gets fired, they probably gonna get rid of everybody. And that's the nature of the business. But then I ended up going to Macomb, Mississippi, was the head coach there for 2 years. We had a good run over there. We made it to the Elite Eight over in Mississippi. Then I came back last year over to Kip Delta over in Helena, Arkansas. Right. And so they had a position open over here this year at Warren. And where I live now, I live in a little town called Sherrills. Sherrills is right outside of Pine Bluff.
I know exactly where it is. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, I live there, me and my family. And so Warren was a drive that wasn't too far, about 55 minutes drive from here. So I figured it'd be a good place for me. And I called, and Coach Hembry and Coach Carnage, they called me in, and we talked.
Somebody coming in. Keep going.
And we talked, and they offered me a job, and I accepted, and everything is working out pretty good so far.
Well, very good, very good. All right. So have you coached boys and girls?
And this is the strange thing about it. I had never coached girl basketball a day in my life, so all this is new to me. But when I interviewed for the job, Coach Bo, he told me, he said, man, we would love you to be our boys coach, but right now we think our girls really need somebody firm with some experience to come in, help guide them along the way. So they thought it would be a better fit for me to do the girls. And I told them, look, that I do it, but I never coach girls, and I'm a hard-nosed coach. So that's the only way I know how to coach, is to be hard. Right. And but so far the girls buying into what we talking about.
Well, I was going to ask how that transition, obviously new for you to do that, but I guess basketball is basketball to some degree. But
yeah, I think the bigger difference in me with the boys and girls is the speed of the game. The boys are so more athletic, so much faster, so much stronger and bigger. So that's the difference with me. But before teaching the game, I mean, it's the same game. But I think these girls have gotten me to a point where I'm a little softer now. I'm a little easier going now than I was when I was coaching boys. But I'm still hard on them. Like today, I mean, we had a great condition today and yesterday. And I think they were kind of mad at me, but they understand what the goal is. and our goal is to ultimately be Class 4A state champion, and we know we have to be in condition to get there.
Well, let's talk about this year's team, the Warren Lady Jack basketball team. How many kids you got out right now?
We have 12. We have 12 that's on the roster. We have another young lady. She's been hurt all year long, so she hadn't dressed out at all. But we got 12 young ladies on the roster. We have 3 seniors. With Faith Jackson, I'm pretty sure y'all probably heard of that name.
Absolutely, Faith.
Yeah, Faith Jackson, Jamie Stallings, and Jay Watson. Those are our 3 seniors. Jamie is our stabilizer. She's our point guard. She's our quarterback. So she makes it, and she's the key to start the engine. And Faith is just unbelievable talent. And Jade, a lot of people don't know this. Her brother is Traylon Burks for the Razorbacks. And she is very athletic. She hadn't played basketball in a few years, so she's a little behind as far as the skill level, but for the athleticism, she's the most athletic girl on our team. And so, with those 3 seniors, we're going to be okay. What we did, we put in a real tough non-conference against bigger schools, so we'll be ready for this coming conference season. So I think we'll be ready starting next Tuesday night. Our home conference opener against Camden Fairview, next Tuesday night.
And where will that game be played?
It will actually be here at home at Warren.
So on this next Tuesday, this
Yes,
is January the 3rd. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next Tuesday night at Warren at the Lumberjack Gym.
Yes.
Will be Camden Fairview.
Yes,
so
sir.
We encourage everybody to come out. I think we attended your game you played, maybe Dermott.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And great crowd. Great crowd of people.
Yes, it was. I was shocked.
Yeah.
And I tell you, if they show up like this for the rest of the season, it's really encouraging to the kids. The kids, they enjoy, because that was our first home game. Matter of fact, that's our only home game. So the kids have been on a roll. So I told them we are role warriors. So now it's time for us to come back home. And I'm telling you, the way the fans showed up that night against Dermott, they come out here Tuesday night like that, man, I'm telling you, those kids going to be ready. They're going to be ready.
Well, what is the record of your team right now?
Now, the record a little deceiving. We 4-6. We 4-6. But I can promise you people this. Don't look at the record. I want them to come out and look at what we're doing on this floor, how hard we playing. In this conference season coming up, it all going to come all the way around, and people going to understand this is why they play this tough schedule to get ready for this conference.
All right, now, without going into a whole lot of detail about this, if I'm not mistaken, basketball, baseball, basically the spring sports,
yes,
we play a little bit different schedule conference-wise than, say, the football team does. So it's why you end up with people like Camden Fairview.
Right.
So there's some, is that a 5A team?
Yes.
So it's a combination of 4A and 5A teams.
Yeah, because I think they football now is 5A, and then they basketball is 4A, and they baseball may be 5A. So they kind of they kind of changed a lot of these things around. But, Camden is, I would say they one of the bigger 4A schools that actually play 5A football.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So who will be some of the other conference teams will be playing? Can you
Monticello
right off?
Yes, sir. Monticello, Crossett, Hamburg, Star City. I heard that's a big rivalry here. Star City, Magnolia. Right off the top of my head, those will be the teams that will be playing.
Well, some of those schools are normal 5A, 4A classification schools, but then some of them are a little bit bigger. So that's I got you. Well, yeah, you mentioned Star City. Of course, they have been probably one of the premier girls programs in South Arkansas for a number of years. So that is a big one. So we'll look forward to that and get that opportunity.
Yeah, those kids, they often talk about Coach Becky Brown over at Star City. So
Becky's well known here. A lot of people know her, and she's an excellent coach and has a great program over there. But we do try to get in there and compete with her.
Yes, sir.
I think maybe last year or year before, sometime in the last couple of years, we did beat her.
Yeah, I think they said they beat them. They split last year.
Yeah. I believe it was on their home court.
Yes, it was. It was. If I ain't mistaken, that was what the young ladies told me. They said they beat them over in Star City, then Star City beat them here.
Well, they know they can do it. So
yes, sir.
That's great.
Yes.
Well, so I think you've about covered most of what I wanted to ask you about, but we're glad to have you here.
Man, I'm glad to be here.
Glad to have you in Warren. good to see the basketball program competing.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and doing well, boys and girls.
Yeah, the boys are also doing good too. And shout out to Coach Washington, who been under the weather. He hadn't been able to really be with his team, but Coach Bo has stepped in and coaching the team for him till he get back. So I like put a shout out to Coach Washington. Hope he hurry up and get well with speedy recovery.
Well, we hope he does for sure.
Yes.
And now tell me about your junior high program just briefly. Who your coach is there for your junior high girls?
Oh yeah, Coach Catherine Qualls. She's a junior high coach, young lady from Fort Smith, Arkansas. Young lady, she's real eager to really learn this game, and she pulled off a real big win a couple weeks ago. So our Lady Jacks, junior high Jacks, are 1-2 on the season, and they have really shown a lot of improvement. And she had them in the other day. We worked hard today on some things, trying to get them ready for. They'll be ready to play on the 10th, which I think will be next Friday. So I think that game is on the road. But Coach Qualls is doing an excellent job with the junior high Lady Jacks.
Well, Coach, again, we appreciate your time of coming by and introducing yourself, and wanted all the Lumberjack Nation fans to know who you are, and
yes,
you're coaching our girls, and I know trying to get them better and better, and
yes,
be
sir.
competitive on a high level.
Yes, sir. We're working every day.
We'll be following you all year and communicating with you as the season goes on.
That sounds good. I appreciate you guys having me up.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.